Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope you all will be fine and safe at your homes. Let's start our topic with a moral lesson, that is respect your teachers. Dear students, always respect your teachers. Your teachers are the very important part of your society. They teach you that how you have to behave in your society, how you have to behave well with the others, and they also enhance your knowledge. Not only respect your teachers, but also respect your parents, respect your elders. Because if you will respect them all, then you can succeed in your life. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter number 3, photosynthesis and respiration in plants. Before moving towards the process of photosynthesis and respiration, first of all, you all should know that what are the different parts of the leaves which are very important for the photosynthesis. That part is the leaf. Actually, leaf is the main part which is involved in the process of photosynthesis. So first of all, we will discuss that what a leaf is. What are the different parts of the leaf? So leaves are the main organs of photosynthesis in the plants. As I have already told you that the main organ of the plant which is involved in the process of photosynthesis is your leaf. Here you can see in the diagram, these are the leaves. You all have seen different shapes of the leaves around you. You can also observe them in your daily life. So now we are going to discuss the internal structure of a leaf. The outermost layer of the leaf is called your epidermis. Leaves have different layers. The outermost layer of the leaf is called the epidermis. It helps in the gaseous exchange. The epidermis is involved in the exchange of gases in and out of the leaf. It consists of two parts, upper epidermis and lower epidermis. Here you can see in the diagram, there is the upper epidermis and here you can see the lower epidermis. Fine. These are the two layers of the epidermis. The other important part of the leaf is the stomata. Epidermis contain openings through which the gaseous exchange takes place, called the stomata. The singular word for the stomata is stoma. So the epidermis contains small openings. Here you can see the diagram. These are the openings. Fine. So these openings are actually meant for the exchange of gases. Students, plants need carbon dioxide for the process of photosynthesis. So they take in carbon dioxide and they release oxygen through these pores. And these pores are called your stomata. Guard cells. There are two guard cells that are present around each stoma. Here you can see in this diagram, there are guard cells that are present around the stoma. Here you can see this is the stoma, central part is the stoma, and this is the guard cell. Here is the guard cell and here is the guard cell. These two guard cells actually surround the stoma and they are green in color as they contain chloroplasts. Guard cells are green in color because they contain chloroplast, and chloroplast is actually green in color. That's why guard cells are also green in color. Their function is to regulate the opening and closing of the stomata. Here you can see in the diagram. In this diagram, these are the guard cells. And their main function is opening and closing of stomata. In the first diagram, you can see that it is written stoma opening, means it involves the opening of the stomata. Fine. But in this diagram, you can see that the stomata is closed. So the opening and closing of stomata is just because of these guard cells. The movement of these guard cells actually open and close the stomata. Then, cuticle. There is a waxy layer called cuticle present in all plants that covers the leaf. In this diagram, you can see a waxy layer that is present on the surface of the leaf. This layer is called the cuticle. The cuticle reduces the rate of water loss from the leaf surface. Actually, cuticle is the important part of those leaves which are present in the desert areas, because in the desert area there is a deficiency of water. So what plants do? They develop a cuticle on the surface of their leaves. Due to the presence of this cuticle, there will be very low loss of water from the leaf, so they can save maximum water in their body. Fine. So there are some plants that have the ability that they can develop the cuticle on their surfaces just to reduce the rate of water loss. Trichomes. Some leaves have small hairs on the surface of the leaf called trichomes. Here you can see in the diagram. Some leaves have small hair-like structures. These hair-like structures are called the trichomes. They can also reduce the rate of transpiration. Transpiration is the removal of water from the leaf. So these trichomes also help the plant to reduce the rate of water loss from the surface of the leaf. So we can say that cuticle and trichome both are involved in the reduction of loss of water from the surface of the leaf. Then mesophyll. The layer of the cells below the epidermis of the leaves are called mesophyll. We have discussed the epidermis. So the layer that is present just below the epidermis is called the mesophyll. This layer is also known as the middle leaf. The mesophyll layer, another name of the mesophyll layer is the middle leaf. There are two types of mesophyll cells that are present in the mesophyll layer. First one is palisade mesophyll cells and the second one is spongy mesophyll cells. There in the diagram, these are the palisade mesophyll cells, and here you can see the spongy mesophyll cell. One by one we will discuss them in detail. First of all, palisade mesophyll cells. They are column shaped and are tightly packed. Their major function is to help in the process of photosynthesis. Okay, here you can see in the diagram, students, these palisade mesophyll. So here you can see in the diagram, here are the palisade mesophyll cells which are column shaped, elongated, and they are tightly packed. Fine. The main function of the palisade mesophyll cells is to regulate the process of photosynthesis. Then the second part is spongy mesophyll cells. They are loosely arranged cells present below the palisade cells. You can see in the diagram, spongy mesophyll cells are present just below the palisade mesophyll cells. Fine. And they are loosely arranged, means they are not tightly packed, they are loosely arranged. There are air spaces found between the spongy mesophyll cells that allow the gaseous exchange between the leaf and the atmosphere with the help of stomata. You can see in the diagram there are air spaces that are present between the mesophyll spongy cells. These air spaces are actually meant for the exchange of gases between the leaf and the environment with the help of stomata that are present here. Here you can see the stomata. They are meant for the exchange of gases, and these air spaces actually help in the exchange of gases. Then there are the other parts of the leaf. vascular bundles. The leaf also contains veins of vascular bundles that are composed of xylem and phloem. Leaves also have special parts that are the xylems and phloem, which have very important functions. One by one we will discuss them. First of all, xylem. The xylem transport the water and the minerals throughout the plant. Xylem is actually involved in the transport of water and minerals which are absorbed by the roots. Roots absorb the water and minerals, and xylem transport them to the all parts of the leaf. Then phloem. Phloem also have a very important function. The phloem transport the prepared food from the leaf to the other lower parts of the body. Okay, the food is prepared in the plant by a process of photosynthesis, and the phloem cells will actually transfer the prepared food to the all parts of the body, to the roots, to the stem, to the other parts of the plant body, because food is prepared in the leaf and it has to be transported to the other parts of the plant for their survival. So, here you can see the diagram of xylem and phloem. These are the phloem cells that are present in the plant leaf, and they will transport the prepared food. Here is the xylem. Xylem cells are actually involved in the transport of water and minerals to all the parts of the plant. Now, there is an interesting phenomenon that occurs in the plants, that is transpiration. Transpiration is the process by which water moves upward from the roots to the stomata, where it changes into the vapor and is released in the atmosphere. Yes, transpiration is the process by which the water is released from the leaves in the form of water vapor. Here you can see the water vapor. So the roots will absorb the water will travel up through the plant, and then water vapors are lost from the leaf pores in the process of transpiration. We can say that transpiration is the process in which the water vapors are released from the leaf, and these vapors are actually released through stomata which are present in the leaf. So, okay, that's all about the internal structure of the leaf. I hope you have understand all the parts of the leaf along with the diagram. Now it's a time for your homework. You have to observe the external parts of the leaf, fine, and you will learn all the internal parts of the leaf which we have discussed today in today's topic. That's all for today. I hope you have cleared all the concepts. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.